And the temperature is really important too, because if her temperature drops too much, it can actually drop her glucose. It can make her have spells. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Her
where they don't
temperature is
breathe
not
right.
gonna drop.
I hope not. She's doing wonderful. She's 6 hours now.
No,
I've worked here a long time.
It's not
I've
gonna
seen
drop
them.
if I go home. Why would it drop if I go home? I'm gonna warm up the car.
Well, because you're going to go outside and it's freezing out there.
I'm gonna warm up the car.
Gelo já
It's like
Right.
she's gonna be very.
winter.
Well, I'm
And
not
we
going to
just-
talk
we-
you out of your thoughts on that. I
we
know you want to
we
leave
just
AMA.
gonna walk,
I
do
just have
like
to
two
do it.
steps. Two steps. We are in the
Into
car.
the car, into the warm car. I know, and getting her home.
There's no. She's not gonna get cold.
We're just not allowed
and-
to discharge babies when they fit into a certain criteria.
And at home, we have
we need to
a warm
make sure they're
garage, and
stable.
the car is gonna drive right
No,
into the garage.
I believe you. I trust you. I can tell you love your baby. Totally. You know what I mean? I can tell.
Yeah, so
You know what I
there's
mean?
no reason for us to be here.
I just have to do my legal end of things because I have to. I have to be
Like
sure that
get the
baby...
cops and arrest me. That's your
Well,
legal
no,
kind
no,
of
no,
thing.
no.
That's what you
didn't-
said.
I never said I was going to arrest you. I said that I may have to call the police.
So what
they
the police
tell
is
us.
gonna do? Arrest me?
Well, all right. Let me go do what I have to do. Okay. Let me
Okay.
go wait for my supervisor. Okay.
All right.
And I got to get a
Please-
case manager.
Please do
wake
the
him
best
up.
you can.
I will do the best I can.
Look, I'm asking you from the bottom of my heart. Okay.
I-
It is not. She's not doing better.
she's doing well. She's doing well.
She's doing well, but
I'm very happy. She's
she's
doing very well.
She's not doing better here than she would be doing at home. Okay.
Well,
This is a fact.
You can't check her glucoses at home, and that's the part that we're watching right now.
What-
It's important, and she's doing well, and mom's milk is in, and
What
you're
what
giving her a bottle after, which is wonderful.
what difference would that make? Would it have made it so far?
If her glucoses go low and you don't
If
know
that's
about
a
them,
if. The glucose never went low.
her glucoses have been under 60.
Under 60, but not under 30. Only
Well, no,
under
okay.
30 is dangerous.
Under 30, you need to start an IV, but between 30 and 60 is still borderline in between. You want to see over the 60 range, and she finally had one over 60, which was wonderful. She had a 61, her last one.
So there's nothing different that
that's
we
our first one, which
there
is
is
good.
nothing different that we did.
No, she's maybe more alert. She's starting to eat a little more. We
The-
just got to make sure it's going to keep trending in that direction.
The,
That's all.
the problem that she had on the first days was because there was a fridge here making a lot of noise. She couldn't sleep. That was bad for her because if you can't sleep, you lose weight, you get weak, and all these problems.
Well, it's
And-
normal to lose weight in the first few days.
Yes.
As well. For
Yes,
a
I know.
baby. Okay.
That's
normal. If they
I'm
don't
not
lose weight, we
contesting
would
that.
worry. If they should lose some weight, that's
and
totally
now
normal.
now she's gaining weight for
And now
2
she's
days in
on
a
the-
row.
Yeah, yeah. So,
So
she's a little bit, right? 10? Did she just gain 10?
She
A little bit?
she
Yeah.
she gave she
So she's trending in the right direction. We're almost there. That's the thing.
she got 70 grams from yesterday, the day before to yesterday, and then from another 10 now.
Right. So 10's just us. It's a little low, but that's all right. We don't hold
She got-
against
she
her.
got
We just wanna
70
make
up.
sure she's doing a little more. 70 up yesterday, 10 up today.
Yes, so
which
it's
is good.
80.
So we're moving on in the right direction. What was her birth weight?
1930.
Because a lot of times you like to see yourself heading for that, getting past that in the first. You know what I mean? So she's heading in the right direction. She's doing everything that she should be doing. We just need to make sure she keeps going in that direction and doesn't
Sure.
have a little hiccup.
I'll make sure.
One little hiccup.
I'll make sure.
You're gonna weigh her.
Yes, we have scale at home.
All right. Let's finish seeing
And
what's
and,
needs
and
to
I'm
be
being
done.
honest. If we need a
No,
nurse
I-
there, we'll take a nurse there.
Yeah, but
we wanna go
where
home.
are you going to get the nurse is the thing. If you go into Hartford, you have no connection. That's why we would have to do the transfer properly with the case manager so you can have
internet is a
connections
beauty.
To
I can get a nurse very quickly through the internet.
yeah, but you don't. You shouldn't just trust the internet for different things.
I shouldn't trust anybody for anything.
Oh,
You know, I don't trust anyone. I verify things. And what I've verified so far is that she's fine and she doesn't need to be here. It's not that I don't trust you, it's that I don't have to trust you. I've been verifying all the exams
no,
so far.
she's doing well. She's going in the right direction. We just,
You just want to keep her here.
to make sure she stays in the right
To
direction.
keep her here.
That's all. Yeah, there's no reason we want to keep her here. We
I,
don't like to. Except
I
to
can, I
keep
can,
her
you wanna
Right.
make sure she's going in the right direction. I can
Yes,
report you
yes,
every
yes.
3 hours. I can report to you here.
Well,
I
honey,
promise
you can't
you.
do that from home because once she's out of here, we're no.
Look, I'm a
you know,
man of my
We
word.
can't see her. We're not responsible. We can't still have a partnership at home.
Why would I cheat my own daughter?
I'm just saying I couldn't take phone calls from home with you reporting things to me because once you
Well,
leave her,
let's say I don't even have to report. If the numbers are good, I don't report. If the numbers are bad, I either report or I come back here.
you go to the emergency room.
Of course.
Right.
I
and
wouldn't
and
even
that's
think
what you would
twice.
do,
So
but
perfect.
my doctors, there's certain criteria they have, there's certain policies we have. Well, we have a lot of policies, but
Of course.
for weight gain and for age and for what their weight is and how long they need to be in a crib before they're considered, and that's all with the insurance companies and everything else.
So
It's all
a
regulated.
healthy baby like this have never left the hospital?
No. I've actually never seen a baby leave here against medical advice. There was one that I remember almost somebody was involved in and wanted to do it, but that baby was so sick that there was obviously something.
Well, I wouldn't
something
take my-
totally else that had to be going on that they couldn't understand how sick that baby was.
Yeah, I would
So
I
there
would
was
never
something
take
more
my,
there,
my
you know what I
baby
mean?
out of here if she was sick. I would never
No,
ever
no.
take my baby out of here if she was sick.
And no,
I'm not a crazy person. I just want to go home because she's fine. And we can keep her fine at home. Really, really fine. I'm telling you, I'm being very
no,
honest.
I can tell you guys are, you're great with her. You're making sure she stays warm. You're making sure she's eating. You've had another baby, so you've nursed. You know, breastfeeding. You know what I mean? So I mean, everything is just going good.
Mostra a foto do nosso outro filho.
Okay.
She's gonna show you our other son, and you can see if we take good
Oh
care
no, I
of him
don't.
or not.
I can. I'm not sure why you think we don't think you take good care of your children. I think you're very attentive. I think
You're saying that
you're always adorable.
Thank you.
Dinosaurs. Oh, my son loved the dinosaurs too, which was wonderful. I still
Yeah,
have his
you
books.
are-
I still have his dinosaur books
I-
that I saved for when he has children that I'm gonna give to him.
You are worried
Adorable.
that she goes home with us, and I'm trying to show you that there's no reason to be worried. Because we are gonna go
I
and
know
whatever you tell us, look, you need to do this, and that. We're gonna write everything down, and we're gonna do everything exactly as you say.
And I believe that. Who's your
Because-
pediatrician?
Because we wanna do the
She
best for
doesn't
her.
She doesn't
Oh, we
have-
need.
Yes.
We wanna do the
doesn't have
best
a
for her.
pediatrician yet.
Yeah.
We wanna do the
Do you
best
have
for
an
her. and-
idea who you want? Sorry.
Okay.
Do you have an idea who you're gonna go with for a pediatrician?
I think in the same that one, the chief in Providence.
Spell the name for me.
Chafe, CHAFEE.
So you're gonna stay in Rhode Island.
Yeah.
Is it Dr. Chafe?
No, I don't know the doctors they
Is it
have
the
it over
clinic?
there. Yeah, it's a
It's
clinic.
the clinic.
Yeah.
Okay.
When my son passed.
And it's Chafee
Chafe.
Clinic or Chafee's the doctor?
No, Chafe is the clinic in
Chafee
Providence.
Clinic
Yeah.
in Providence.
They have a lot of doctors over there.
Right. I'm not really
Yeah.
familiar with all the different ones. So
Or-
that's who you think you're gonna go with. So see, nobody's even there. We need to also call them, let them know, you know what I mean? Once you talk to them and, they say they're gonna be the doctor and whatnot, then we would have, like, through them, the first visitation with the doctor, where they do the weight, because she's small. They would do a weight and make sure everything's going good in that
Yeah,
sense,
I
you know what I
know.
mean?
Yeah, I
So
know how
we
this
need,
works.
we still have some steps that need to kind of be clarified that we need to do. Like, we never discharge a baby without having a pediatrician, a phone call to the pediatrician, the doctor sign out with the pediatrician. So I didn't even think about that till now. That's another reason that, you know what I mean? We really
think
need a little
about
bit
it.
more time.
Would that be easy if we go tomorrow morning, early in the morning? Could you guys arrange for us to leave tomorrow morning?
I would think not tomorrow morning. I would think maybe you would have to talk to the doctor because this is not my
The
decision.
Dr. Bliss,
Dr. Bliss, he's wonderful. I'm
No,
so
he's
surprised.
terrible.
He wanna
He's the
put
one
her in
who
IV
wanted
every
to put
time.
her in IAV right away.
I love Dr. Bliss. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't. I'm sorry.
Sorry.
Wonderful.
He
That-
doesn't
that's
look
his
a-
problem.
A nice guy.
Kind.
He doesn't look a nice guy.
He's so
That-
kind with parents.
Yeah, that's his
That's
problem.
the problem. Yeah.
That he's kind.
Yes.
We need
We don't want a kind person. We don't want a nice
oh no, he's
person.
a great doctor as
We-
well, but
we-
he's also got.
I'm not
great
saying that.
bedside
I'm
manner.
saying I want an honest person and a sincere person. He
He's-
wasn't honest and he wasn't sincere. He made her sign something without her reading. She doesn't even read English.
What did he have you sign?
The IV, for the IV.
Yeah, for the IV.
She made her sign the IV thing without her reading and without
I don't
explaining
understand.
anything to her.
I'd have to go look in the chat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we asked for those papers back
For we read,
to
for
to,
to
to
know
so
what's happened.
so
they
so she can so I can read to her what she signed, and nobody brought the papers back to us so we can read it. I want to read it. I want to know what was signed, and because she signed
Yeah, I'm kinda-
basically a blank check.
I'm curious myself. I could go look and see what that's there.
We,
let
we,
me
we,
go see, 'cause
we,
I'm
we
not
have
sure what
asked
supervisor
everybody
is.
here for those
Everybody,
papers.
yeah.
Nobody ever brought those papers to us.
Nobody
We want to
else
see what
said
is
that
the
to me
blank
at all,
check
so
that
I'm
she
not
signed.
sure what you're talking about. Blank.
Yeah, she basically signed a blank check. That was a blank.
A
She,
blank
she
check.
I mean, when I say a blank check, she signed something without reading. She signed something that gives power to do whatever here, and I don't know what that is.
Oh, was it consent for treatment?
Consent for
because
IV,
you- because you had
yes.
the baby?
No. For
No.
consent for IV. That was after we had the baby.
Yeah.
I'll have to go and look.
It
because-
was the doctor saying, "Oh, she needs to get an IV. She needs to get an IV. Here, sign this."
Well, we don't usually sign something about an IV, but we do. The doctor.
It was a generic thing.
Yeah, it's an admission. So when a baby comes to the hospital,
Not
it has to come
that's
to the
that's
NICU.
that's not it.
Has to come to the NICU. So this
Oh.
is a NICU specific form.
Oh, okay.
So
we
they
okay.
have to
We
sign.
wanna avoid that. We wanna avoid that because she didn't read it. We wanna avoid that paper. We don't wanna give consent for that paper anymore. She didn't read it, and she was tricked to sign it.
Well, why would he have tricked you to sign it?
Because she did. Because she's a nice guy. That's why he
I don't
tricked you.
speak English very well.
She doesn't speak
I
English. She
don't- I
didn't know
don't
what was
understand
going
very
on.
well,
And,
so
and he was
I
was saying
was
no,
just
no,
here.
no, and he came right next to her because she didn't speak English and said, "See here,
Yeah,
sign
but
here."
We can get you a translator as well. We have translators.
I
We
have a
the
translator.
line.
No, no,
Oh,
no.
He's your translator. He
yes.
wasn't here when you signed consent
Yeah, he
for
was over
treatment.
there. I was over there. The
I
doctor
was saying
me.
no. I was saying no, and he came right next to her. Here, sign this. I need this signed, and she signed, like without even thinking. And she really regrets it now because she didn't know what was in that paper, and she was basically forced to sign it.
Well, he would never force anyone to sign
Well,
it.
he put the paper in front of her with a pen and say sign it.
Right, and you were in the room,
Yes.
and you were.
And I was saying no, we don't want it. And he was, oh, but you have to sign this anyways.
So he was telling you no, but you signed it in.
No, I wasn't telling her. I was telling him
Oh,
no.
I'm sorry. Like I know you were in here. You're a translator. All right.
I was telling him no, but she wasn't even understanding
Well-
the conversation. So she just went there, signed, and he
Yeah.
took the paper
That-
and went away.
That sounds like the general consent for admission into the NICU.
Yeah,
for
we
care
didn't
in
want to
the
give
NICU.
this consent. We don't want to give this consent. We want to avoid it.
So you wouldn't want the baby checked out in a hospital or checked out?
We want to take the baby home, not
Right.
be here. This is not a good place for the baby. If the baby was on our home from day one, she would be way better than here because she would have very good sleep there without those machines, without those things, without everybody poking her, without many different people coming here and touching her, and she wouldn't have this eye right now.
Well, I think that's a typical blocked here, doctor.
Well, we can think
see
whatever you
frequently.
want, but this to me looks bad. You know,
Because we put
because
stuff in their eyes when
she,
they're first
she
born. Do you
didn't
guys have that?
she didn't have anything, and now she has,
All right, let me see if.
and she
they're-
got in this hospital.
Yeah, I can see it a little bit. And you can just tap. Are they doing warm soaks to the eye?
I'm doing it.
Did the nurse get you like a nice warm soak with a clean?
The nurse, yeah,
She gave you- good.
she got
So they are doing it.
yeah.
All right, let me go and check. I'm waiting for my supervisor.
I'm not complaining specifically about one nursing or another. I'm complaining about the whole thing in general. It's bad for her, and it is bad for. And I don't see how can you guys not understand this, that this is bad for her. You know, it's much better. She's fine. It's much better. She's not in risk of life. She's not in risk of getting bad.
Well, we don't, and we wanna make sure that she's not at high risk.
You
for
just said you don't
anything
know.
bad.
So why, if you don't know, why are
That's
you
why we
assuming she's
wanna-
gonna get worse?
We're not assuming she's gonna get worse, we wanna make sure she will not, and that she keeps moving forward.
Okay.
And that's with,
so
once her glucose
you,
is
you wanna
stable,
make sure.
Once her
I can
temp stays
pay
stable with
somebody
the
to
script
go
for 2
home with
days.
me, and they will make sure all the way from home, and they will go home. They will check my house, and they will make sure in my house that she can stay there.
Right, and that can all still be done, potentially. Tomorrow, somebody can go and check your house and, you know what I mean, make sure, it's, although I don't know that that's necessary. You know what I mean?
I don't think it's necessary for us to be stressed here, to be in this couch
I know.
with a baby that was perfectly fine, and now she's not perfectly fine anymore because of this hospital, clearly, and no point, really no point. Please, please understand this. There is no point for us to be here. It's not. It's not. It's not like. It's not like. Is there any baby that is as healthy as her in this unit right now?
Yeah,
Really? Show me.
I can't show you other people's babies.
Yeah, because there is none. I already asked other nurses, and they say no. This is the healthiest baby in the hospital.
We have normal newborns.
No, I'm
Babies in
saying the
normal newborn that
NICU.
are wicked healthy.
I'm talking about the
In
NICU,
the
not
NICU,
in.
we
Yeah.
Yeah, we have babies
Você
that
tá
are
com
going home
fominha?
tomorrow, so they've already proven everything.
Você tá com fominha?
You know what I mean?
Eu já
Let
dei
me,
pra
let me
ela.
go see. Let me go
Eu já
see
dei
it.
aquele negócio.
Please,
pra ela.
this can continue.
Eles já chamaram 2 seguranças ali fora já.
Segurança não pode fazer porra nenhuma. Polícia pode, segurança não.
E não vai fazer nada besteira que você me deixa aqui sozinho com essa menina. Aí sim que eles vão foder com ela. Não é melhor limpar esse olho dela? Acho que é por isso que ela tá chorando dele. Sei que você quer